So with your pen and paper, I want you to write down this question. What is the number one thing I can do to double my lead conversion? Percentage. We'll just say percentage. It makes it easier. Number one thing I can do to double my lead conversion percentage. What do we think? What'd you write down? This is interactive. Otherwise, it's just me standing here.
Are we talking haven't connected with them or have connected?
Just in general, if you could have a blanket statement, Kyle, connected, not connected, you get, let's say, 100 leads this year, and you're at a 5% conversion rate, meaning that you converted 5 out of 100. What is the one thing you could do to go from 5% to 10% conversion? What do you think as a whole? Because whether they connect or not, you don't talk to them, whatever it is, what would be the number one thing?
I would say double tap, text, email would be the number one thing as soon as it comes in. Speed to lead.
Speed to lead. I love that. All right, we're on the board now. Speed to lead. What else do we think? So number one thing that would double your conversion, maybe it's easy to frame it, double your lead conversion in 2023. As Kyle says, speed to lead. What else?
I was going to say double my follow-up efforts.
Double the follow-up. So what does that mean, Alex? Double the follow-up.
Well, just like Michael or Kyle was saying, double tap, text, email, maybe that's not enough. Maybe you got to keep at them, doubling all those efforts up until you get a response from them.
Okay.
And maybe that's, just sending video, text, or whatever it is. But I think it's just, people are busy. People ignore you. Make it so they can't ignore you.
Make it so they can't ignore you. I love it. What else?
Meet everyone.
Meet everyone. Ooh, I like that one. Meet everyone. Meet everyone. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about how you can double your lead conversion percentage in 2023. So we've got speed to lead, double the amount of follow-up, and meet everyone in person if possible. What else?
So I'm still trying to kind of get my footing and everything. I have like so many thoughts, but I think the top 3, I know you said 1, is I think I need to get better at qualifying people, because I think there are a lot of what the Zillow team calls dreamers out there. And I think I'm wasting and spinning my wheels on them. So I think I need to get better at qualifying them. I also think I need to get a little more assertive with my guiding them through the process, because I'm super passive with people. And I really don't set an expectation of my time or anything like that. So I think I need to do better with that. And then I think those are the top 2. So I said 3, but I'm going to stop at 2.
Okay, so qualifying and setting the standards for how you work with them. When we talked about these top 5, speed to lead, double the follow-up, make it important, meet everyone, qualifying and setting the standards. If it was me, if I wanted to double my business, what would I do?
Looks like lead or listing lead sources.
Yeah, Kyle, I would spend the majority of my time going to the source that makes me the most money with the least amount of pain. The problem is we think that the least amount of pain is working with buyers, hopefully talking to 60 people that have a 400 credit score, going to show a piece of land in BF wherever, right? I've seen you guys are selling places in places I didn't know existed, right? Still to this day, I'm like, that's in Colorado. The internet leads are supplemental so you can build a listing empire. And I have to make sure we're clear on this, because everyone gets this confused and they wonder why they're out of the business or jump from team to team to team to team to team. Because at some point, no one decided to say, hey, look, I want to be honest with you. You have to build a business, and to build a business, you have to go where the pain is. And if you want to write next to 43% listings, you have to say highest amount of pain. What I mean by pain is you're going to get the highest level of rejection in this group. So we go, rejection? Not for me. I want to be the one that everybody dances with. So I'm just not going to ask for the dance, right? Can't say no to me if I don't ask. So I'll just stand over here by the Kool-Aid and drink my punch and never make out, never going to have a chance to make out. It's not going to happen for me because we don't want to get rejected. I knew early on it was a numbers game. So, that was a breeze. It's making out all the time, right?
The Hall of Fame batters.
Can we not joke here? We can joke during Lead Accelerator.
Yeah. Hall of Fame baseball players hit like 300.
Hall of Fame baseball hitters. So Jeff, for those that don't understand baseball, what does that mean?
Yeah, they get a hit 30% of the time.
30% of the time. That's for the best in the business. So the reason I want to make sure that we're really clear on this, and when I want to double our conversion, those top 5 things people said are big. But if you're spending 90% of your time in the wrong source, it's a waste. And I've talked to some of you about this, and it's still hard because you go, the answers that I get, I'm not comfortable, I'm scared, I don't know how to go do it. Neither did anyone that did it at a high level when they started out. So we got to make sure we understand that. So everyone's clear, you want to double your conversion, you should be spending the majority of your time on listing lead sources. Now, for some of you, that devil's on your shoulder already going, oh, that's not for me. I don't want to do that. I get uncomfortable. So I'm just going to keep going to someone that'll give me enough Facebook leads until I can get 120 of those and maybe convert some. You'll be out of the business in 2 years. I promise you. So let's start with listing lead sources, because they are leads. We just don't think of them that way because they require a different amount of work. On any given day, how many listing leads are you being received every single morning? Are being delivered to you and you're receiving every morning? Thank you, Katie. I can't speak. How many are you receiving every morning?
About 20-ish every day.
20 listing leads every morning, Kyle? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm getting 20 listing leads every morning. What? That's just crazy to me. So if I convert one of them a week, 4 weeks out of the month, imagine. So let's back that out. If I knew that my entire business could be made or I can make a fortune out of my business every morning because I'm getting 20 listing leads. And what Kyle is talking about for those who are new that are joining us is you're getting expired leads sent to you every single morning. We pay for that so you can have it. There's 2 pieces of that lead that are critical that if I wanted to double my conversion in 2023, I'd be focusing on. 1, expireds that have phone numbers. If I'm attacking expired listings that have phone numbers, that's the number 1 lead source that we have because people already decided to sell, already decided to use an agent. They just didn't get to the finish line because either they were crazy or their agent was crazy. One of the 2 happened. And if you ever tell me, oh, it was the house, it has nothing to do with the house. The house didn't stop itself from selling. It didn't get up and go, you know what, no showings, I'm locking the doors. The house didn't have anything to do with it. It was either the agent didn't do what they were supposed to do or the seller didn't do what was necessary. So I've got leads with phone numbers. In order to be successful at that business, what do I have to do?
Master your conversation.
Master your conversations, and what Kyle said in the beginning, speed the lead. In an expired game, if I want to play that game, does it matter to be first? It certainly helps. So when do I have to be first? I've got 2 options. I either have to be 7:30, 7:15 in the morning. I'll give you a secret weapon here that'll double your conversion. One of the best that I've ever seen do this process besides myself, and I was very, very good at it, and I'm not trying to say because of anything, it was just because I was ridiculously regimented, is now you're gonna text them even before 7:30. So if you have this list of expireds and you're doing morning mastery and you're up at 5:30, 5:45, 6 a.m. in the morning, you're going to text a few of these listing leads because you have their phone number and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just saw this morning that your property came off the market. I have an interested buyer that I would love to talk to you about. I'm going to give you a ring at 7:30. This is my phone number. Please pick up. Who's your buyer? I'm your buyer. You've got a friend in the diamond business. I will buy this house. Why is this so important to understand? Because it's different than saying I'm calling to give you a listing or I'm calling to want to take your listing. If I'm a seller, what do I want? I want a buyer, okay? So let's run this play really quick and make sure that we understand. So text goes out early. They're gonna see you in their phone number. You're then gonna call them at 7:30. You're going to act shocked. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that this property didn't sell. My business partner would be interested in purchasing the property for cash with terms that work for you. I would love to come by and meet with you so we could take a look at the property and discuss exactly what he can offer. Do you have time today at 4 or would tomorrow at 1 be better for me to come by?